Deputy Speaker Thomas Fallah arrived here at the grounds of the Capitol building. Let's see if we can interact with him, how he welcomed the suspension, if he is okay with the suspension, how he accepts the suspension, how he said, like, we're hoping to speak to him.
I'm hoping to have some decision.
Good morning, Honorable Deputy Speaker. How are you? Deputy Speaker. How are you, Honorable Deputy Speaker?
Let go, man.
Don't do it, please. Honorable Deputy Speaker, how are you? How do you welcome the expulsion of your political party?
It's good. It's the decision of our party. We respect the decision of our party. The expulsion is welcoming. We hope and look up to the future.
You think you are treated fairly?
No, I think we look up to the process and then we know the party make a decision. We hope they can rethink the decision, but we don't want to delve into the party affairs now. All we can say, we wish one another well.
Are you disappointed in your political leader?
I'm not sure we're giving due process, but I will be discussed.
Many speculation are you about the joining Unity Party?
Speculation is not facts.
Are you open to another political party?
Speculation is not facts.
What's going to be your next move? So what next for you?
Next political move.
No, I'm here. I'm serving the people of District Number 1, which I was elected for. I'm the Deputy Speaker, and then I think we'll move on for now.
What made us CDC and Lofa?
We wish them well. Wish them well. Wish them well. Wish the CDC well.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Listen to the Deputy Speaker. He wished CDC well. And he wished CDC well. He wished CDC well. That's it. That's the politics, you know. You know he's gonna respond in that foreign manner. He might tell you we respect the party decision. We accept everything that's happening, and we wish CDC well. And you just listen to the Deputy Speaker Fallah, and he said to you what he have to say in terms of the party decision. This is the Chair on Rules Order Administration, Honorable James Collier. Good morning, Honorable Collier. Your colleagues Representative Frank Safoko have complained the Justice Minister saying that his action to interpret the court ruling is unethical. What do you make of it?
You said complaint.
Representative Frank Safoko.
So you should be asking for
You as a lawmaker,
Honorable Collier, you as a lawmaker, what's your own take?
It just tell me that Foko doesn't know what he's talking about. It is the statutory responsibility of the Justice Minister to interpret the Supreme Court opinion. So if the Justice Minister will do what is his statutory or constitutional responsibility, then he say you really give complaint to the Supreme Court, then he tells me that he doesn't know what he's talking about. So just agree with me, Foko doesn't know what he's talking about. He's limited when it comes to this identical subject matter area. So I would want to advise him as a colleague to talk to other legal luminaries to guide him in the process. It is the statutory responsibility of the Minister of Justice. That's why he is the Dean of the Supreme Court Bar. He is the Attorney General of the Republic of Liberia. That is his responsibility to interpret the Supreme Court ruling. So because the Justice Minister that was there yesterday did not fulfill that responsibility, it means other Justice Ministers that will come, they should not fulfill some responsibility. Categorically, I say no. You know what I'm saying that? It's not because you have a Justice Minister, whenever the court ruled, they did not interpret it, everybody felt to them, I'm sure they knew what the law was. And today, that kind of posture, that kind of attitude is still being exhibited. Whenever the court rule, people take it as better understanding. It is not their understanding. The ruling of the Supreme Court cannot be interpreted, for lack of better word, by laymen. Laymen are people who doesn't understand the legal issues, who are not lawyers, who have no legal understanding. You know what I'm saying? There? So if, for example, let me give myself a case study. As if I'm not a lawyer or have no legal understanding, do you think the way I will understand or interpret the Supreme Court ruling will be similarly as the Attorney General will interpret it? No. I will interpret based on my understanding, right? But the Attorney General has a responsibility constitutional as head of the Supreme Court Bar. So anybody cannot be Justice Minister. Anybody cannot be Justice Minister. Before you be a Justice Minister, there are criteria and there are vetting process. You were here when the current Labour Minister, Councillor Kura, was appointed, right? There was a complaint, and I've been told from my intelligence, from the information gathered, that the Judicial Inquiry Commission, GRC, conducted investigation into the complaint that was filed against Councillor Croix, and he was exempted. It was proven that it was not his doing. You understand that? So for a Minister of Justice to be appointed, people raise concern. They will issue this man. The president recalled that nomination. It tells you that any other person can just be a justice minister. To be a justice minister, you might be schooled in the law. To be a justice minister, you might be experienced legally. To be a justice minister, you might be up to the ties. Because whenever constitutional issue of such are raised, the justice minister has a statutory responsibility to interpret it. You understand it? And again, let me say that maybe a lot of people don't know, and I will also say that to my brother and friend, for you need to understand it. It is the executive that enforces the ruling of the Honorable Supreme Court through the Justice Ministry. Who the marshal work with? Can you help me? The marshal of the Supreme Court, who they work with?
Can you tell us?
The problem I have with you is always out to know when you pretend not to know. I need you to help the public, and I'm not saying it for you, that the problem I'm saying it for. They tell me, can you tell us? The marshal of the Supreme Court is assigned to the Supreme Court. The bailiff, the sheriff, they are assigned to the Supreme Court. Or they are assigned at the judiciary, let me put it that way. But they are not employed of the judiciary. They are employed of the Justice Ministry. You understand that? They are assigned at the judiciary, but they are not employee of the judiciary. They are employee of the Ministry of Justice. Where does the Ministry of Justice fall? Under the executive. So that was say 3 separate but coordinating branches. That's where coordination comes in. The judiciary will rule, but the judiciary lacks the authority to interpret, or one might say, to enforce their own judgment. You understand it? There's this historical scenario one of my senior counsel gave me. I will not quote her name. He said during the regime, I think, of President Tubman, there was this saga at the court, and the justice ruled the way they wanted to rule. And when the ruling was given to the judgment was given, when the judgment was given to the marshal for enforcement, the president called the marshal, said, Mr. Marshal, do not enforce that judgment. When the judgment is not enforceable, is there a judgment? No. It is not a judgment. So that's why we said to you, particularly you were there. Sorry to point out to you, the reason I point out you not in a negative sense, because I saw you at the court that day. And I saw you at the court. Several of us, I said not in a negative tune. I'm pointing at you because I saw you at the court, including your very son, right? At the court. The people that I told that day, I said, those that were celebrating, they were celebrating because they didn't know what they were celebrating. They were celebrating on the basis of their layman understanding. And we are saying terms of our normal. Law is not sentiment. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not calling now.
Let me come back to so Chief Minister. Now you are the acting chairman. So what's your plan, your vision for the capital building in that office? You are the acting chairman.
No, not acting chairman.
So what's your plan and intention for the capital building established?
What is the intent of the capital building established?
Your plan. So, we're going to follow up with that question.
One is, we are still, the plans we have is not inclusive yet. But as it stands, we have the plan of ensuring that the staffers here are given the benefit they deserve. We say, gone are those days when one man who considers himself a ruler or a speaker will deprive the staff of their